So in this video, I'm going to demonstrate how to configure paths of environment variable. So on my desktop, I have a simple program. All it does is basically printing something to my screen on PowerShare. I can execute these commands in PowerShare, and I can also go to desktop. You can see these files here, and I can just execute it. And hello world is displayed in my PowerShare. But if I go to some other directory, such as documents, so right now I'm not on my desktop. In this directory I have nothing. So demo.bat is not in this directory. And if we try to execute this file, the system cannot find it. So if I add it to the environment path, search for environment, and go to the setting, the environment variable setting, find path, double click to open, and then click new. Now you want to add path of this file to the environment variable. So how do you get the path? Right click, go to properties, copy this path, the location of this file, and click OK. Right now, every executable file on my desktop can be executed from anywhere on the system. So if I open PowerShare again, right now I'm not on my desktop. And if I type demo.bat, I can execute it. You can go to documents and you can still execute this file. So, but no one will configure a path for a program that only prints hello world. So when should you use it? So for example, when you install Java, you may not be able to execute Java directly. So this command can be used to verify if Java is installed. And you can see the version of the Java, or JDK installed. Right now, I cannot find Java, but I know it's installed on my system. I know it's installed on my C disk, in my program files, Java, Java 12, Bing. And the executable Java file is right here. So all I need to do is to copy this path, or you can also use properties and find the path here. I'm going to copy this path and go to environment variable, find path, add the new path. Oh, here, first of all, I'm going to delete this because it's not useful anymore. So add a new path, paste, click OK, OK, OK. You have to restart PowerShare. Right now, if you type Java version, you can see something returns. It's version 12.0.2. And also you can see in this directory, there is another executable file called javac. So if you say javac version, it also returns something. But without configuring path, the operating system cannot find the files. Right now I'm gonna go to MacOS. Right now I'm on macOS. So for demonstration, I'm gonna create a file with the command echo hello world. So basically this command does the same thing. It prints hello world to the terminal. And I'm gonna save it as demo.sh. It's a share script. Save it in documents in a folder called demo. Okay. So if I go to documents demo, you can see this file here. If I right now I can execute this share script .sh, but I don't have the permission. You have to change the permission. For example, if you use 777, you give everyone read, write, and execute permission to this file. Right now, I can execute this file, hello world. But I'm in this folder. If I go to some other places, such as home, I cannot execute this file anymore. The command is not found. So how to configure to put the path of this file to environment variable? There are two ways to do this on Mac. The first one is to do it in etc passes. You can open it with Vim or Nano or VS Code. But in case you don't have VS Code installed, you can use Vim. But right now you have a problem. First of all, you have to find the path of the file. How to do that? You can open a new terminal. Go to Documents, Demo, if you know the path. And type pwd to get the path of this directory. Or if you don't know where, how to get to the directory, you can go to Finder. Documents, Demo. Okay, Demo. You can cd and drag this folder here. That's the path to this folder. You can just use this path, or if you type pwd, it will display the same thing. So copy this, put it into the paths file to save it, but it's read-only. So what we can do is to, I'm gonna quit, use sudo command, then we have administrator's permission to change this file, enter password. Right now, it should be fine. So if I say demo.sh, it cannot be found. That's because we have to restart terminal. Demo.sh and hello world is printed. So this is the first way to configure path on Mac. I'm gonna delete what I've done. This time I'm gonna use nano. Sudo nano etc passes. So I'm gonna delete this line. Use Ctrl O to save and Ctrl X to close the file. If I restart terminal, I should not be able to access this file anymore. So command not found. So the second way is to go to home. I'm in this folder right now. I'm gonna list, but I cannot find what I need. I'm gonna list all, so it shows all the hidden files. So what I want is bash profile. So if you open bash profile, .bash profile, you can go to the bottom and do this, export. Okay, you can see that this command was generated by Python 3.7 automatically. It was not written by me. So you can do the same thing, like export path equals, this is pretty long. Okay, I'm gonna paste my path to the demo file and add a column like this, and then concatenate with the original path variable. You don't have to do this. You can just do this, but yeah. Then save this file and execute. Oh, by the way, you don't have to restart terminal every time. You can use this command source dot. Oh, right now, demo.sh should not be working. If you do this, source.bash profile, and then demo.sh, hello world is printed to the screen. Right now I'm on a Linux distribution called Ubuntu, and I'm also going to start with the demo. I'm going to create a folder called demo, and I'll use VS Code. The same command, echo hello world. I will save it as a share script to documents demo. Okay, and from this folder, I can right click to open terminal here. And if you try to run this, permission denied, so you have to change the permission. For example, 777. And then you can execute it. Hello world is displayed. And if you go to another directory, you will not be able to execute this file. Command not found. So on Ubuntu, there are also two ways to add the path to environment variable. It's almost exactly the same as on macOS, but a little bit different. Okay, the first is to go to home, which is type cd and you're in home, and you list all the files, including hidden files, and you can see a .bashrc file and also a .profile file. And you can add command to these two files to configure the environment variable. But first of all, I want to mention something I didn't mention when I was doing this for macOS. Is you can just simply type export path equals, and for example, I need the path of this file. So pwd, copy this path column and concatenate with the path. And right now, you can actually access this file from a directory that is not in the demo folder. It works. However, why do we have to put this command into a .profile file in macOS? That's because if we exit terminal and we open again, it's not gonna work. Demo.sh, command not found. So once you close the terminal, you end the session, it's gonna forget what you set for path. So that's why. So the first method you can use, you can off or nano, as I did in on macOS, but here I'm gonna demonstrate with VS Code. So you can type code and .profile. In order to use code, you have to configure properly. Make sure code is in your environment variable. So you open it, and you can say export. It's exactly the same as on macOS. Path equals path, the original path, and concatenate with this path, and save. Then source.profile. Now it should be able to execute the demo.sh share script. Yeah, it works. Okay, this is the first method. I'm gonna comment this out and source again. Okay, I have to close the terminal and reopen. And right now, since I comment out this line, it shouldn't work. Demo.sh, command not found. Okay, now I'm gonna demonstrate the second method is to use the bashrc file. Code.bashrc. We can use exactly the same command. Here, on comment, it should work. Okay, so now demo.sh does not work. So you have to first source .bashrc. Please note that we're right now in home folder, and the bashrc and profile, these two files are also in the home folder. Otherwise, you have to, if you're in some other directory, you have to do this to make sure you're in home folder. Okay, then demo.sh, hello world, works. Okay, this is a demonstration with a shell script, but what about in real life? So in the real world, in what situation would you need to add something to environment variable on a Linux system? For example, Node.js. We're going to search for Node.js. Download the file, the package. Now it's in downloads. Press enter to unzip. Take some time. Yeah, once it's extracted, we can delete the package. And in this folder in bin, Node is what we need. So from within this directory, we can say node-v for, no, you have to say /. That means you're in this folder. It gives you the version of node. But if you're in another folder, such as home, node-v wouldn't work. Doesn't work. Okay, so what you need to do is get the path, copy, and put it into profile or zshrc. Export path equals path concatenate with the rest. And then you can source home.bashrc, and it should work now. Node-v gives you the version of node, and also npm should work now. npm is this file, and it gives you the version number. But there's a problem. Right now, this program, the files are in downloads folder. We shouldn't put the programs in a download folder, so we're gonna move it somewhere else. So let's say I'm gonna move it to user lib. I'm gonna make a new directory for it. Let's see why. We make a directory called node.js. I don't have the permission because I don't have a permission to create a directory in this folder. So I can use sudo and make a directory called node.js. Enter the password, and we can go into this folder. No. And how do we move it here? You can use command. Use sudo move from home, downloads, node, move this folder to the node.js. Yeah. And you can not this. It opens the folder like this. And it's here. We're going to here, open a new terminal. pwd to get the path. Copy the path, go to the bashrc file, and paste it here. It should work the same in the profile file, but sometimes it didn't work for me, so if it didn't work with .profile, we can use .bashrc. And then go back and source home.bashrc. We can say node-v. Yeah, it works. And if we restart the terminal, it still works.